Hello, everybody. Welcome back, one and all, to the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. What's on tap for today? Well, as you can see, Donald Trump is vowing to take the gag order that was placed against him by Tanya Chutkan, the judge in the J6 hearings, and says, I will fight this all the way up to the Supreme Court, baby. Under the Supremes. That's right, folks. That's what Donald Trump is saying. That's what he's going to do. What we're going to do with this video is, when we make some statements that are either coming from the judge, or they're coming from Donald Trump's camp, or they're coming from someplace else, I'm going to give my analysis and my spin on it. So let's go right now to the video. These people are complete, absolutely freaking whack jobs. What? Because Trump's statements pose sufficiently grave threats to the integrity of these proceedings? It can't be addressed by any other alternative means? Are you kidding me? First of all, I think that these gag orders are absolutely bullshit. They are bullshit, these gag orders. There is no way that these gag orders should be imposed on anybody, let alone a president or an ex-president of the United States or any citizen of the United States. They are unconstitutional. They're unconstitutional. That's what these gag orders are. No American citizen should ever be gagged or stripped of his First Amendment rights for freedom of speech. Absolutely not. Who the freak are these judges to do this? What? Grave threats? The president is giving grave threats? Are you freaking kidding me? Anyways, let's continue on. It's absolutely true. It violates First Amendment rights, not only of the President of the United States or anybody else, but of us. What, are you going to gag everybody? You going to gag every supporter? This judge, okay, these people, they absolute power corrupts, absolutely. These judges, especially on the left, they don't never use the rule of the law, folks. Never. They adjudicate from the bench. They make it up as they go along. There is no freaking reason there should be a gag order at all. But that's what she wants imposed because she has the power to do it. Oh, God, jeez. That is so true. How do you expect President Trump to go out there? You got those people on MSLSD. These are all Republican rhinos. These are all people that were placed, Department of Defense, CIA, FBI. They were working in the defense sector. They were working in the deep state. They were working in the administration. Now they've left their positions, and where they go to? They go to, the anything but conservative ABC. They go to what? The Communist Broadcasting System, CBS. They go to MSLSD. They go to never been, conservative NBC. They go on to Joe Scarborough. They go on to Maddow. They go on to all these leftists. They're not even liberal programs anymore, folks. They're complete leftists. And he can't speak out. When they speak out against him, he's got to basically be shut. He has to shut up while they put up. And they put up absolutely nothing but lies. That is an absolutely great picture, isn't it, folks? Absolutely great picture. The flag's behind him. He's out there speaking on the podium. Unbelievable. the bogus charges they put up against him, folks. 4 felony charges. Conspiracy to defraud the U.S. Obstruction. Conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Oh, what did he do? Walk into a meeting and say, you know what, everybody? Time to go home. Unbelievable. No doubt about that, folks. Viewpoint, expression, everything he does for the American people. Listen, are there things that he's done that, a lot of us say, you know what, that's fine. But for the most part, 95%, tens upon tens upon tens upon tens upon tens of millions of people are with Trump, folks. You know it, and I know it. And that's so true. The gag order is because Tanya Chutkin has thin skin. She's got thin skin. I don't know, can I call her a woman? Not allowed to say that anymore. You got to ask permission first to find out whether or not, it really is a woman. You never know. What pronouns does she use? Who knows? But these people are such thin skin. They don't want to be freaking criticized. So let's put a gag order on the ex-president of the United States so we don't hurt our feelings. You want to cry, you're going to hurt our feelings. That the claims that he had violates his First Amendment, ignore that court, recognize those values, but what are you talking about? Ignore that court? Just because if you have the power to do something that's unconstitutional, you do it anyways. Somebody needs to overrule on the court's behalf. And so this is the judge saying that, you know what, found that they were valid, but they have to balance them. You got to balance. You can't have something, unbalanced. You can't do that one way or the other. So you have that potential prejudice. It gives potential prejudice resulting from certain kinds of statements. And she, in her, thinking, in her expression, in her writing, found they were outweighed. That it is okay to unconstitutionally silence somebody and gag them and strip away and take away their First Amendment rights because it was outweighed by the potential prejudice of certain kinds of statements. That's not true at all. Not at all. Contrary to the defendant's argument, the right to a fair trial is not his alone. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Judge, the hell are you talking about? The hell are you talking about? Innocent until proven guilty doesn't belong to the freaking government or the public. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, lady. If I was advising President Trump, I'd be telling him to, you know what, screw the gag order, go ahead and talk. What the hell are you going to do to me? What are you going to do? Hit me with some fines? Gonna really throw me in jail? You really want to do that? Is that what you really want to do? You want to cement me in 2024 to win by a landslide? I tell President Trump, F the gag order.
Most powerful voices of his generation.
And this whole thing they're talking about, where he and his company, they're saying fraudulently missay the value of their assets, that's going to bar him from speaking publicly about the court staff that was happening in New York with Judge Ortegon. And let me tell you something about these fraudulent, misstated values. When you go to a bank and you're going to get a loan based on real estate or collateral, things that you have, and they take a look, they're the ones, it's the bank, idiots, it's the bank, you morons. They're the ones that are sending out their investigators. They're the ones that are sending out the people that are going to do an assessment of value. I mean, if Trump said, oh, my building's worth $10 million, what'd they do? Oh, thank you, sir, for $10 million. We'll just write that down here. All right, that's done. We'll loan you the money, no problem. Oh, by the way, anything else? You got any other buildings? Yeah, I got something over there, like a one bedroom. It's probably around $100 million. Just write it down. You think that's exactly what happened? Come on. It's not the person that puts the assessment down. It's the banks. They're the ones that are sending the people out there. If anything, it was the banks that hyperinflated the values, if that's even true at all. I'd like to see that judge try that. I'd like to see that judge, okay? I'd like to see that. Why don't the judge have some balls? Go ahead and do it. If you think you're so good, yeah, ballsy, baby. Go ahead and do it. That's right. Have the ball, the cojones to go ahead and imprison Trump. Go ahead, try it. We talk about, again, handling of documents, classified. Listen, he's the President of the United States. He can handle whatever the hell he wants. He can take home whatever documents he wants. He can declassify them. He can reclassify them. He can declassify them. He can do whatever the heck that he wants with these documents. This is another one of these stupid, idiotic, just pieces of garbage, whatever you want to call them, laws or whatever that were put in the books by some idiot that went to a top school, working in the deep state, working the bureaucracy, and says, oh, I think we should have a presidential order that says, you know what, president can't take home documents with him. Amazing, folks, amazing. doesn't have the like I said, she's a woman. Okay, so I don't think she's got the ovaries. All right. Yeah, I said it. I don't think she's got the ovaries. He said that in reimposing a gag order, that judge said made statements while the gag order was temporarily paused. Oh, the gag order was temporarily paused. Then he made some statements that she didn't like. So that's why she wanted to reimpose it. Okay. Oh, that's really hurting. That's really damning right there. That's going to hurt so bad. That's a potentially offensive. I mean, that's a hateful statement there. That he was complaining, that President Trump was complaining about reports that former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows was given immunity in the election case. We really have to shut somebody up. We really have to cancel and abrogate their First Amendment rights for saying that, you were really upset that somebody got immunity. I mean, that's just painful. That hurts somebody so bad. It just hurts. And then last, he goes, people would make deals with weaklings and cowards. And that's true. That's so true. These guys are trying to CYA, cover their own butt, basically. And they're going to say anything at all. Even, they're going to lie. And these people that are taking their statements are going to say, that's what's happening right now. They say, oh, Mark Meadows said, I never said that to the president. I advised against it. I did this, I did that. They're going to lie. They're going to manipulate. These are people that were close to him. He was fighting these people off. You have to have somebody around you that you hope you can trust. And he thought Mark Meadows was someone that you could trust. We have to see what Mark Meadows is going to say, basically. But you know what? If these guys come out and start basically lying and saying that they were completely, opposite of what President Trump was doing or saying, he's the president of the United States, folks. He says something, you go do it, unless it's completely against the law. And I don't think it's there. That's why these trials are going on right now. These allegations, obstruction of witnesses, obstruction of having meetings and tampering stuff. Anyways, we'll see what happens, folks. The developments are sure to follow. Anyways, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. You've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I've been your host, Dr. Nasir, the MD of the Republic, the Doctor of the Democracy. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to that channel. Hit those share, like, and buttons. You know what we're talking about. Take a look at our other videos that are somewhere around here in the links. Leave you with my final thought, which is, when you're right, you're right. And when you're left, you're wrong. We'll see you again next time, folks. Until then, take care and stay safe.